Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you 10 phrasal verbs with get. Get is a very important word in English. You should study this a lot. Alright, here are 10 basic phrasal verbs. There are loads more ways that we use get, so I'll make some more videos about this in the future. The first phrasal verb with get is to get on. This can have a few different meanings. The first is to physically go onto or into something. For example, to get on a train or on a bus. I got on the train at London Waterloo. The second meaning is to have a good or friendly relationship with someone. For example, I get on well with my sister. Here we can also use to get along with. For example, I get along well with my sister. Get on can also mean to continue a task or to make progress in a task. For example, how are you getting on with your homework? To get on can mean to be old or to be becoming older. For example, my dad is nearly 60. He's getting on a bit. Next, get on can mean to be late or becoming late. For example, it's getting on a bit. I should go home. It's getting late. We can also use get on with to push someone to go faster, but it's a little bit rude. For example, you're going too slowly. Get on with it. To get around can mean to go to or to travel to a lot of places. For example, my friend really gets around. He's been to Spain, Italy, and Germany in the last month. Get around can also mean to find the time to do something. For example, hopefully I'll get around to fixing those shelves today. Get around can also mean when information becomes commonly known. For example, the news that you're quitting your job is getting around. People are starting to learn or know this information. It's getting around. Get around can also mean to avoid a difficult situation or problem. For example, there's a problem with this contract. Is there any way we can get around it? The next phrasal verb is to get out or get out of. Firstly, this can mean to go out of a place. For example, the music in this bar is too loud. Shall we get out of here? Get out can also mean to avoid doing something you don't want to do. For example, I always try to get out of doing the housework. Get out can also mean to move away from something. For example, there's a car coming. Get out of the way. Americans like to say, get out of here. It's an expression of kind of disbelief or surprise. For example, you won the lottery. Get out of here. British people don't really use this expression. Instead, we would say something like, you're joking or bloody hell. Next is to get up or get up to. The first use of this is to stand up. For example, I got up off the sofa to open the door. It can also mean to start the day, to go out of bed in the morning. For example, I usually get up at 7 a.m. during the week. Get up to can mean to do something, maybe something that you shouldn't be doing. For example, what have you been getting up to? Or that child is always getting up to no good. Get away. To get away means to go somewhere on holiday. So we've been so busy, we need to get away. Let's go on holiday. It can also mean to leave or escape from something or someone. For example, he grabbed me, but I managed to get away. We can also use this as a command. Get away from me. To get away with means to avoid being caught or punished for something. For example, I didn't buy a train ticket, but I got away with it. Get away with can also mean to do something successfully, even if it's not the best way of doing it. For example, we should paint the wall twice, but I think we can get away with just doing it once. So once will be good enough. Next is to get by. Firstly, to get by can mean to do something successfully with only a little effort. For example, I didn't study for my test, but I think I'll get by. I think I'll be successful even though I didn't really study. Get by can also mean to go or move past something. For example, please can you move your chair in? I can't get by. It can also mean to manage something with difficulty. For example, I don't have much money. I hope it's enough to get by. I hope I will have enough money to survive. Next is to get through to. Firstly, to get through to means to connect to someone on the phone. For example, I tried to call you, but I couldn't get through. Get through to can also mean to communicate with someone and to be understood, sometimes to convince someone to do something. For example, I finally managed to get through to my friend and he agreed to go to the doctor. Next is get down or get down to. To get someone down means to make someone sad or depressed. For example, watching the news recently really gets me down. It makes me sad. It can also mean to go down from something. For example, get the cat down from the table. Get down to, firstly, can mean to start working on something or to focus your attention on a task. For example, I must get down to finishing my homework. A common expression is, let's get down to business. It means let's begin. Let's get down to business. Next is to get at. And this firstly can mean to get access to something or to reach something. For example, I'm trying to reach the sugar, but I can't get at it. It's difficult to reach. It can also mean to imply or suggest something. For example, when you said I have problems, what were you getting at? What did you mean, or what were you trying to say? Alright guys, there's 10, maybe more, phrasal verbs using get. I hope these are helpful. Like I said before, keep studying get. It's a really important word in English. There are so many ways that we use it. It's really difficult, but a really good thing to study. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And thank you for watching. See you next time.